Library and Archives Canada is the National Library and National Archives. So we have responsibility for all the records that come in from government institutions, as well as from private donors, and we also have legal deposits, so we bring in millions of publications from publishers, self-publishers from across the country.
Originally was not intended to use this type of equipment, but now we have the opportunity to do so.
Our mandate is to preserve all of the government records for future generations, to ensure the long-term preservation and access of those records, to work with institutions across the country to foster initiatives around archives and libraries, and as well to share the knowledge of Canada's history for future generations. Well, specific to technology, LAC has had a long history dating back to the 1800s for analog collections. Technology has now made it so that our records come in digital formats, and we need to be able to manage those records, make them accessible for clients not only today, but in 100, 200, or 500 years. So we need solutions that are going to be able to withstand the duration and able to have formats and do work with collections so that they are available and that we're able to make them accessible for future generations. As the head of the digital operations and preservation, my team works across the organization with the various teams to ensure we meet their needs to be able to bring in the collections from publishers, from universities, or from government institutions, and have the processes and the technology, the workflows in place so that we're able to meet the demand. So that's being able to identify new trends, testing technologies and being able to apply the process, and working with the employees across the organization to ensure that they understand the work and they are able to use it to meet our mandates. For technology, our partnerships are both within government and outside of government, with government institutions that have the same challenge for being able to preserve content for long term, which could be for 50 or 100 years before the content comes to LAC. And so working with them to ensure we can preserve that content prior to them sending it to us, and as well with our partners in provincial archives, libraries to do the same, and working with partners on the private sector and nonprofits so that we are able to find solutions that will meet the demand of both our organization but also our partner organizations. Being able to use technology to meet our mandate is really key, and that's why doing the work on digital transformation, implementing the digital asset management system is really one of the first major steps in this process, and it'll really be the foundational work for all the work that we have coming forward.
Terramac, as part of the Pivot family, is honored to have been chosen the primary managed service supplier to Library and Archives Canada for their digital asset management system. As part of this mandate, LAC turned to Terramac to help achieve its expected outcome in its digital transformational journey.
Terramac has been a partner with us in the implementation of the digital asset management system, and they've been able to identify some of the challenges that we had not foreseen when we started implementing the digital asset management system, and have been flexible in helping us to implement some adjustments to our processes.
We are proud to represent Preservica, the world's leading cloud archive and active digital preservation system, as the foundational layer of our managed service offering.
Preservica's active digital preservation software enables digital records to be kept permanently and protected against technology obsolescence. Unlike archiving solutions, which just keep computer bits, Preservica will actively manage file formats to ensure that as technology becomes redundant, they will be transformed to formats which will be readable, usable, and findable to future generations.
Preservica has been the tool that we acquired for the digital asset management system, and it's giving us the opportunity to manage the digital content, to bring it in to do preservation work, and in the future we'll be looking to the different ways we can use Preservica to make that content accessible directly to our clients, and it's really one of the foundational pieces of the work we're doing.
LAC has a very diverse set of digital holdings that covers everything from documents to images to maps to video and audio. And the sheer scale and size of the history of Canada that's captured in digital format and the records coming from the Canadian government means that they have both an issue with diversity and scale. And Preservica's technology is optimized to manage all types of file formats and huge volumes of content as well. It's important that these assets can be easily acquired. So Preservica has technology allowing the integration to content creation systems, meaning that LAC can easily acquire this information. One of the most important aspects to LAC was that this is a standards-based solution. So Preservica's technology is built on international standards for long-term preservation.
Terramac turned to its experience with AWS Managed Cloud Services, along with its hardened and proven ability to deliver complex solution integration services, to deliver the outcomes that LAC was expecting and exceed those expectations.
A very important aspect to this project was that Libraries and Archives Canada have chosen for their preservation system for the nation to be cloud-based. And clearly it was important to Preservica to find a partner that has cloud experience and could also offer an ongoing level of systems integration support for this particularly large project. And we're delighted to be working with Terramac, who clearly have expertise in this area.
Well, my hope would be that they don't remember the digital transformation, that it's actually part of the foundation of the basic work that we do, that when they look at the mandate of LAC, they see that we're able to meet our mandate for both digital content and analog content as well. And that would truly be the way that I would see us having succeeded.